Hello, I am Sean Sands from GamersWithJobs.com, back here for more Stellaris on the pre-release build. Back to Platytudeans on Mamalis. What do I want to do? How's the planet's surface? Let's see. Oh yeah, I wanted to go ahead and build. Wait, I don't want to spend my money. So we talked about we want to do some colonization. We'll get into some of what this other stuff up here is in time. Don't worry about it for now. Colony ships are super expensive. But fortunately, we've got a good amount
Special
of credits
project
coming
complete.
in. We have established communications with the Hovel League. After successfully translating their language, we have established communications with the Hovel League. Diplomatic channels are now open and all hostilities have been terminated. Okay. So here's the Hovel League. I speak on behalf of the Hovel League. We are a democratic nation committed to upholding the individual freedoms of our citizens in a galaxy full of alien horrors. Our elected leader, President Dussel, warns you not to interact with our citizens or approach our space. Oh, they sound friendly. That sounds so friendly. Delighted to meet you. Might not be totally friendly. This part worries me a little bit. Maybe cooperation. I get you're a little insular. That's all right, but cooperation will benefit us all. Our first alien encounter, the news that we've encountered intelligent alien life for the first time, is spreading like wildfire throughout the Platytudean technocracy. Our citizens are fascinated by these beings, and the media is full of reports and speculation on their culture and society. The revelation that we are not alone in this galaxy has largely been greeted with the celebration on Mamalis. Just like us, the aliens appear to be relative newcomers on the galactic stage, and their technology level is similar to our own. Let's take a look at these guys. Where are they at? They're right on our doorstep. We will certainly be friends forever. They live on Havolagath. Havo is their home planet. Let's see. Well, so we can go up here to our contacts. We have a new contact. Let's see. Their opinion of us. They have xenophobia, which, I got that a little bit, but I think we're going to break through. I think we're going to communicate with them. Establish an embassy. Let's see. We're Platytudeans, so I feel like we need to really live up. We'll establish a embassy, and we'll just be like, hey, we're stronger together than we are apart. Or I don't know. We should kill two birds with one stone by being friends. So I do. Yeah, we'll see if we can make friends with them. I think if I had other friends, I actually might be tempted to rival them since they are xenophobic, but how far are they from an alliance? They're not super into it. We have differing war philosophies. They're xenophobic. They're a little bit stronger than us. Well, let's establish an embassy for now. At least that might be able to get us some trade deals. In real talk, it's not looking like this is going to be the easiest friendship we've ever had. And while I was tempted to expand this way, but now I'm almost... So this is an interesting thought. What if... So I'm tempted to take my construction fleet and put a frontier outpost right on their doorstep. Not only would that potentially give me access to these stars to mine, but it would curb their expansion a little bit. Don't think of it like that. Don't think of it like an aggressive play for territory that directly impacts their ability. Like, they've got 3 stars already. This is us moving in next door because we're going to... we would just get close to you. We want to really get to know you. The only way we really can get to know you is if we're close to you and can observe you directly. So I think I'm actually, even though I'm saving up for that colony ship, I think I'm actually going to do this. 1, curbs that. 2, then we'll get access to these resources, and we can't build anything else until we do that. So I am sending my construction ship over to Piscus to, because we're still researching. There may even be more mining, more stuff in here. So hopefully our construction ship can get over there. before their empire expands further. Now note, again, this is a good example. It looks like their empire is right up on that star. Reality is it's just much lower
System
in
survey
the galactic
complete.
plane. It actually lies over here where the hexagon is. So it's not as close as it appears. System survey is complete. Move on to Sikon. Did we find more stuff? No. Still. So our colony ship's going to come here right over the sun, which is a Class F star, fairly large.
Research
The White
complete.
Dwarf. Research. What did we complete? Engineering facility. Great. So we can upgrade.
Situation log updated.
Whoa. Chill. So Sikon, we found more aliens. Well, stop. Those guys are moving around and might attack us. What do we got here? Those are, I know what those are. Those are crystalline entities. Now, if we had plunged in here, while they probably won't seek us out to attack us, if we'd gotten in their range, they would have. So we're going to turn around and hightail it back out of this system. We'll bring a military force here at some point. Okay, so we have a new... Did we ever finish? Oh, yeah. Okay, one thing at a time. So engineering research. This guy does rocketry, so we probably do want to do either these ion thrusters or nuclear missiles. I'm not really a missile guy. I think we are going to go for the ion thrusters. I'm interested in powered exoskeletons. The mineral increase, though, would be relatively negligible right now. Like 5% of 14 is it's less than 1. So we'll do ion thrusters. Yep. And we did, yeah, we already got the new research. So ion thrusters, right. And that survey's complete. Great. So like I was saying, he's going to come in and put this station of the symbol of our friendship, this gift of us being in super close proximity to their borders. You're welcome, Havolia. Havel. What are you guys called? Havel League. It's kind of a dumb name, isn't it? Havel League, said the Platytudeans. Great. Unpause. So, there's no habitable planets here, right? Were there any on Piscus? No, none in Piscus. We haven't been able to investigate Sikon yet. Yeah, and the Havel League is definitely they're doing the same thing we are. They're doing their sensor scans. So let's go back to Mamalis. I was going to build... Oh, I was, but I'm not going to because, again, now I still want to get my science ship. We're closing in, about 10 months away. Not science ship, our colony ship. I still think now I will expand this way. For one, there's no real expansion opportunities this way. And for two, that's these two ocean worlds are exactly what we need. Not as much kind of resources easily available as I might have hoped. Where was the other one? And our science team has leveled up. Which one is this? Yeah, this is on our home planet. So all of our scientists are now level 1. Yeah, level 2. Comet sighted. If you know anything about Paradox games, you know that's only going to be good. A small celestial object with pronounced gaseous and particulate tails was recently observed in the Platytus system. Its passing was uneventful. And again, because we are fanatic materialists, actually, nothing. As far as I can tell, nothing. It's fine. It's a comet. We're an advanced spacefaring species. What are we? Like, yay, it's a comet. We know that. We know what those are. So, yeah, I was looking at that other planet. That's what I was doing. Yeah, I think this one I'll probably be the one I actually colonize. Is it bigger too? See, it's like 5 by 5, and this is... Okay, well, about the same. Now, these blockers here, you see, I've got a red around them, which means once we colonize, we won't be able to take these down until we research how to get rid of dense jungles and dangerous wildlife and volcanoes. Apparently, we'll stop volcanoes at some point. This is the number of worlds that we can directly control. I was talking about this in the character creation section. where we were looking at a technology that would give us +2 of these, which this means we can only control 5 planets, at least for now, directly. Once we colonize more than that, we'll actually have to start turning parts of our empire into separate sectors, which are sort of self-governing areas of your empire that you will not directly control. They are almost like vassals.
System
a little
survey
more than
complete.
that, if you're familiar with EU4. What did we find? A bunch of minerals. Good grief. I want all the minerals. I'm going to try and survey this way because I suspect soon I won't. Once their empire expands into this area, unless they give me access, I won't have access. So I'd rather go ahead and find out the data about the stars right next to. Okay, well, yep, and a bunch of wow. This is. I am going to leave it to the hovel to figure that one out. We are just going to turn right around and leave. We're not under attack. No, what are these? And we're gone. Good. Habitable worlds. Let's research the beta aliens. Those beta aliens have been waiting for us to find out they're space cows for a long time. Spoiler. Not that big of a spoiler. Great. Oh, look at this. Look at how much stars we now have access to. Yeah, I'm really glad I put this here. So now we have access to Piscus, Sikon, and Zimatulon.
Anomaly found.
Okay, whoa, slow down. Let's see. I'm going to take the speed down in a second. Still worth it. So this is a anomaly level 1. Why do we have any risk at all of failure? Because, I mean, there should be no risk of failure with a level 1. Anyway, 15% is worth it. Surface beacon, we are receiving a weak signal from the surface of this planet. So we will investigate that and go back to doing our research. I'm going to go ahead before I start building a bunch of stuff. I'm going to go ahead and build my colony ship. Now, you notice I'm not worrying a lot about my fleet yet. I mean, it may be probably pretty soon I ought to start giving it some thought, but again, I don't have any holdings outside of my main area yet, and that's pretty well defended. And it's unlikely that they're going to suddenly declare war on us. It's not an early war kind of game, as far as I can tell. And then let's move to Mindok. And we're going to start building, once we can. Go back up. That's too slow. I recommend playing on normal speed for the first game or so. I'm pretty used to this early phase of the... Pretty used. Again, only 2 games, but feeling a lot more comfortable with it. Our colony ship is under construction. Science ship's working away. Actually, construction ship, you should go ahead and move over here. And then we'll have it set up. Okay. Research is finished. Ancient survey marker. Small short-range transmitter has been located on the surface of Wumjiam 5. It appears to be an ancient survey marker placed here eons ago to mark a large deposit of precious metals. The miners it was meant for evidently never arrived, as the deposit is still here. Okay, great. So what that did is it's going to turn this planet that we surveyed and had nothing into one that now has 4 energy, which is cool. For them, I guess. Actually, that does them probably more good than it does us. And we will go ahead and set this up for a mining station. Just right-clicking on them seems to do the trick. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, really glad I did that. So very soon, our empire will comprise this area. You'll notice that the influence is slowly spreading here, which is sort of a function of the amount, I think it's the populations primarily that we have on the planet, sort of spreads that influence out, which seems pretty logical. How are we doing on money? We're good. I'm going to go ahead and, since we almost have this population built out, I'm going to go ahead and clear this space so we can build ourselves a, well, once I have the money back, so we can go ahead and build a research area there. colony fleets take a while to get, but they don't seem to use up any population though. So it's just the price of the minerals. It's not. It doesn't seem like you lose any population on your actual planet when you build those colony ships. How are the hovels and us doing? Still mine now. I think that's more. Oh, border friction. What? No, that's neighbor bonus.
Special project
Should
complete.
be neighbor bonus. It should be plus 36. I don't understand how they seem to have interpreted that as some sort of aggressive act. Bizarre. Tianki, the spaceborne life forms, which the Platytudean head of society research has come to refer to as Tianki, are docile creatures capable of accessing some lower dimension of subspace. They roam from system to system with relative ease, though nearly the same ease as Platytudean fleets. They graze on gases common to the upper layers of many gas giants. It is highly unlikely, to say the least, that this is their only food source, but intake of other nutrients has yet to be observed. They will rarely, if ever, attack, even when provoked. They can safely be ignored. Hunting them would be a net loss anyway. These are space cows that we've run into a couple of times. They're those big kind of floaty things that have never posed any kind of threat. We are going to go ahead and figure out who these Delta aliens are. I suspect they're crystalline aliens, and we'll find out more about them in just a minute. Come on, colony ship. I am ready to colonize. In the meantime, oh yeah, get back over here. And once we're up to 100, we can clear that space. Was it 100 or was it less than 100? Oh, it's only 56. Here we go. So hopefully, the pop will probably build before then, but we'll scoot him on down shortly after. Science ship. Oh, what do we got? Yep, that's the pop on that planet has finished. We're going to need to wait until we clear that tile, and then we'll move him down there, and we'll add to our engineering research, and then all of our research. And there it is. Oh, no, that's this. Okay, let's go ahead and move him. We can't build the next one yet, but we'll go ahead and move him over here to this asteroid. So what we have here is a system. One of the reasons this is so mineral rich is it's a system of a really good asteroid belt. There's some, if you start looking for it, there's a relative logic here about what systems have what kind of resources and why. So a lot of these ones that have, a dense asteroid field are more likely to have lots of minerals.
Construction complete.
And, less habitable planets. Good.
System survey complete.
All right, slow down. We will move our population guy down here. We will now build our science lab there, which used up the minerals we were going to build our station, but that's all right. We'll have that soon enough. Our science guy finished this one. I'm tempted to move him back into researching near our space. I think, yeah. Let's go ahead and go over here to Dimmus now. Since we seem to be likely to expand in that direction anyway, I'd like to know more about that. And then we just need to get back up to 90 minerals and...
Special project complete. Construction complete.
Okay. Here we go. Like I said, crystalline entities. The reports of extraordinary floating crystal-like objects observed in certain systems has been investigated. The ship-sized objects and their slightly smaller but equally crystal-like satellites at first appeared inert, but sudden shifts in their orientation relative to our ships and new energy signatures emerging from within the prisms indicate they might be alive. A fascinating prospect to be sure, but they should be approached with caution. Our best and brightest are standing by to study these aliens. It gives us a new project.
Situation log updated.
So the amoebas, the space cows, and the crystallines, and one other yet to be found, are pretty common. I don't know if they're in every game, but they're certainly in every game I've played. And they're just sort of, you're not going to do any interactions with them. They are just sort of, they can be considered in your way, or just sort of bystanders in the galactic struggle. System has been surveyed. It's Surface Q, which we have started. And the spaceport has finished. Right, our colony ship. So you may have noticed that little buzzer sound indicated that we just lost a ton of monthly credits. Colony ships are expensive to maintain. So, and once you find a colony and found it, that colony actually spends some time before it in sort of a growth setup state as well before it actually turns into a colony, which is also expensive. So, colony ships, building your new colony, not cheap. You're going to want to have some money in the bank. Oh, this ocean world. I was looking at the continental world down here. Oh yeah, this is the one where this is what we're colonizing for sure. So we will set him up to go here, colonize planet, and then we have to figure out where we're starting. This is important because there are adjacency bonuses that can happen from this, but they only happen on and to certain kinds of tiles. I'm still a little bit wrapping my head around what constitutes that. I think I'm going to set it up here. I think I might get more adjacency. Well, maybe I'll set it up here, actually. Yeah. I don't know. Because even though I can't clear this right now, I think there's an adjacency bonus there. We'll set it up there and figure out how it goes. And as you see, that's an expensive process that will happen. We're looking at maybe a year or a little more of this minor deficit, which frankly we could fix through some construction. Because we have access to 2 energy over here and 2 energy credits over here, and eventually even another one over here. Though this society research, I think, goes away once I colonize this planet. That gets, I don't know if, let's keep an eye on that. So we're at 7 now. When we colonize the planet, do we get that too, or is it something that we have to settle to get? I don't know. I'm interested in finding that one out. Let's go ahead and get our construction ship. We're up above 90 now, so we'll go ahead and get some more minerals going. I think I'm going to start paying attention to my fleet now. We have some systems that probably need some clearing out to be able to do a little more work in them, and we have a neighbor who's, not super angry with us. Can we even... How negative are they on their trade deal?
Research complete.
Is there any chance you would want to share star charts? There is no chance. No! We're xenophobes. Do you want to share some minerals? No, we're grumpy. We don't care about non-aggression pledge. Not gonna mess with that right now. They don't seem game for that. We'll find somebody nicer, somebody who really kind of gets into our fun-loving, easygoing, have a nice time, just take it easy attitude, and we will give them star charts.
Construction complete.
Okay, so we have ion thrusters, which is nice. So we'll talk about that in a second. Where do we want to go? So none of it is rocketry. Armor I'm interested in. Spaceport level 2 I'm kind of interested in. I think we're going to go for armor here. Yeah. Got blue lasers coming soon. Okay, good. So we haven't talked about the ship designer at all. We have our Corvette, the Ilkoth, which is what our current armada is made of. You can see they're all Ilkoth class. I'm not going to upgrade the ships right now because we have a couple of other things coming, but you can see you can actually go in here and you can manipulate what are on what hard points. So like here, small fission reactors. Right now that's the only type of power we have, but if we had other types of power, we would see those here. And in fact, so some of these other spots, if we had like deflectors, if we'd researched those deflectors, or if we'd researched, what else? When we research armor, those will be available down here. When we research our blue lasers, we'll find those available over here. The ion thrusters are here. So we're using chemical thrusters right now, which gives us a +10 chance to evade. Ion thrusters will increase that to 20 and also increase our sublight speed, which is how fast we move around an internal system. So when we upgrade our ships with the blue lasers and the armor, we'll probably throw on those as well. We're not going to do that right now, partly because it has a power usage associated with it, so we would need to add another reactor down here to be able to have the power. We'll take that away, and you kind of see here, without that additional, the upgraded thrusters, and you can see it here, power usage 5 versus power usage 10 means we need more power to use them effectively. And again, when we add blue lasers, and certainly if we had deflectors, we would have to balance out, you know, because each of these uses up a space. We'd have to balance out the actual energy spend versus what we want to have in there. So, good. Colony ship, how are you doing? Are you almost there? Yeah, colony ship is now in orbit, and it is placing its colony, the first Platytude colony. Our colony ship has made a gentle splashdown in the planet-spanning ocean of Adraka's Holding, just off the shores of a large archipelago. This fertile island chain will serve as an excellent first landing site. The ship has been permanently anchored in preparation for its conversion into the administrative headquarters of the new settlements. Its reactor core is in the process of being removed so that it may serve as the colony's temporary power source. Hundreds of small tents and prefab shelters have sprung up on the island surrounding the former starship's massive hull as colonists begin to disembark in large numbers. The first Platytude city on an alien world. You can see here that we now have this new entry up here in our planets. And it shows us as colonizing the planet, which will be done in June of 2209, about a year. It's still pretty expensive while that's happening. This will go back up into normal once this actually becomes a functioning world. And we gained some research into our study of armor for some reason, which I accept and clears off a month. Our governor has leveled up. We probably won't want to think about putting a governor on this planet. Once it's up and running, construction queue, and mining station. Great. Let's put another. No, get enough money to put another mining station. Actually, we'll probably. Yeah, we'll do the. No, we'll probably do the energy here. I don't want to keep burning it off quite so hard. So let's move there, and next month we will put our mining station to pull out those energy credits. Once that's in there,
Anomaly found.
Oh, we'll get you in a second. Mining station. Anomaly. Much higher risk of failure here. I think we'll go for it anyway. It's an ancient shipyard, and we will research that. So you can see that we already have the bonus here. So we actually have extended our range of our empire now past Ginnigan. So once... You know, now our construction ship has a lot of work available to it, without even know what all is around Sikon here, because we have a bunch of aliens causing trouble. How much is a Corvette? 63. So next turn, next month, we will go ahead and build another ship and add it to our fleet here. Our force limit, basically naval capacity, is up here. We have 4 of the 13. As we build more advanced spaceports, as we advance in technology, as we have more planets, this number will go up. Automated shipyard. So we did the research successfully. While conducting their survey of Dimas 1, the Russo the Sour, God, I love that name, detected the remains of an automated shipyard in orbit. It is at least 1,000 years old and seems to have been subjected to a heavy missile barrage, but one of its manufacturing bays is still in working condition. Science officer Jessler is confident that the power can be restored to the shipyard, but it would be a significant project. Repair automated shipyard. I don't know what that does. I haven't run it.
Situation log updated.
Yeah, we're totally going to do that. Let's see. Scientist has to have... So we need to get our science guy up to a skill of 3. He's still... Oh, he is 3. All right, so let's go over there. That's right, it's up here. So we will sort of reassign him to... Nope. Stop it. Oh, I selected construction ship. Research project. Yeah, let's find out what this shipyard thing is all about. That will halt our engineering research a little bit, which I'm fine with. I'm not that worried about it. So we colonized that. And that planet, oh, it's not really up and running yet. It's still at 8. Was it 8 before? I forget. I'm not super smart. This is, yeah, that's right. This is, no, this is doing nothing. Did you build the post? I forget. What am I looking at? That's a science ship. There. Yeah, he did build that mining station. So all that's left in this system is this one last mineral area. And then we'll... don't remember building that. I must have. Then we'll, I don't know, maybe we'll move over here to Ginnigan. Maybe we'll finish out this area. The one thing I want to be cautious of is
complete.
if they get a technology of some kind that really pushes their borders, if I build a bunch of stuff around Piscus, that could flip to them. Yeah, if they do. But I'm not sure they can, because the frontier outpost is literally there. I don't think they can take over a frontier outpost. Okay, so we built our... Yep, our fleet strength is up to 117 now. Where's the next guy building? We'll be thinking about clearing out one of these as he gets closer, but it's going to be a while. It's only growing at 0.9 per month, so it's going to be a while till that population shows up. Almost done turning our fake planet into a real planet. So I think we can go ahead and have our construction ship build the last mining station over here. Oop, something showed up. Yeah, see, these are our space cows. Gas grazers. Totally harmless. They just kind of float around for a space whale. Not space cows, space whale. Maybe because we're an oceanic species, we think of them more as space
Colony
whales.
established.
And there we go.
Special project complete.
Adraka's holding is now an actual world, which we can sort of upgrade, but we'll take a look at that in a second. The special project, Science Officer Jessler has successfully restored power to the automated shipyard over Demis 1. The facility immediately resumed its interrupted construction order using what materials it had on hand to build an advanced frigate of unknown design. Unfortunately, the Asian facility broke down completely afterwards and has been deemed beyond repair. We have sent a crew to the new ship and pressed it in service with our fleet. The Platytudean technocracy becomes the new owner. Jessler gains 200 experience. That's awesome. Did we get a ship out of that? Yeah, new ship. What is this? Let's kind of come in and take a look at it. So we've got some sort of frigate, the Dark Wanderer, F-79 frigate, 96.58. Wow. This thing is, like, this one ship is just about as powerful as all 5, or is it 2 ships? No, 1 ship. As all 5 of our armada alone. It is a frigate class. Man, this start is going really well. Let's get him in our, let's get him into our, the rest of our navy. Hovels, you might want to be a little worried, guys, because I'm going to put it into action. Again, we'll go find some of these aliens. Nope. I'm going to put it into action against space pirates. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Certain irrational and criminal elements of our society have left Mimalis to seek an outlaw's life in the far reaches of space, and to display a surprising ingenuity, these brigands have heavily modified and weaponized a large number of civilian starships. Our civilian shipping lanes are now being raided by this improvised starfleet, which identifies itself only as the Skull Clan. A prompt response is needed. Non-conformists are to be dealt with. We're going to build another... All right, when we come back, next episode, we're going to build our fleet up a little more. We're going to put our space frigate and corvettes up against some space pirates. We'll actually get into some action. But for now, that's going to do it. Until next time, my name is Sean Sands from GamersWithJobs.com, and we will see you real soon.